First question was from Nick. He says, hi, Brad. Thanks for all your work. I am currently implementing your YAX topical trust flow process. I'm interested in joining your MasterMind membership. I've been running an agency for 10 plus years, and it was doing affiliate stuff for 5 years before that, but I feel like I'm way underperforming in terms of income and the reach of my business. Staying up to date with the latest in SEO is one piece, which I've been investing in heavily lately, following you, Roof, and a few other SEO legends. The second piece that I'm currently missing is enough marketing and sales. Can you include your video sales technique if I join MasterMind, or can you help point me in the right direction to get me this part sorted? Yeah, man, join the MasterMind. I've got a whole sequence of SOPs for building a directory, a niche specific directory, which is what I'm going to recommend. But part of that entire process is a video email process that I use for sending personalized video emails to prospects that come into my pipeline because of my niche directory, right? My niche specific directory. I started that process for outbound prospecting. Like, in other words, I built a niche directory that I use specifically for outbound prospecting. So I would use it with cold email. And originally I started doing voicemail drops and cold email, but I didn't like the voicemail drop side of things because I kept getting a bunch of calls from tree contractors that missed a voicemail call from my voicemail drop service, which is through High Level. And they would just call me immediately. So I was fielding cold calls all day long because they were returning a missed call. And it completely destroyed my productivity. So I stopped doing the voice drops. It just went straight to cold email. And for the first year and a half, that's all I did, cold email, and started building up my Tree Care HQ SEO agency that does SEO for tree service contractors, doing nothing but outbound prospecting. And it worked great because it's a conversation starter with my ideal prospect, and it's not approaching them like in the capacity of a salesperson. It's approaching them as like a tech specialist with a directory site, just trying to confirm their information for their free listing on the directory site. Like, in other words, the cold email sequence is like, hey, this is Bradley with Tree Care HQ. We're just trying to confirm your company information for your free listing on the Tree Care HQ tree contractor directory. Can you please confirm the following information or provide updated, correct any inaccurate information? That's basically it. So it's not a sales pitch. It's like, hey, we're just trying to confirm your information so that your listing is accurate on the directory site. And that elicits a response from my ideal prospect. And that's how I did it first year and a half. And once they reply, then I have this is all in the SOPs, which you get as part of the MasterMind. There's a whole VA, trained a VA on how to optimize their listings. Anybody that replied to my cold outreach, they go into the sales pipeline. And then my VA gets notified that there's a new lead in the sales pipeline. And then she goes and optimizes their directory listing on the site. So fleshes it out more, adds the logo, make sure that there's a little bit of a more thorough business description, marks their products and services based upon what she can find on their website or their whatever digital assets they have online. So basically flesh out the listing a little bit. And then it goes into the video email column, which is where I would send out a video email to the client, to the prospect, saying like, hey, just wanted to send you this to review your listing with you very briefly. And then I would transition, like I'd show them their listing and show them like, hey, this is what we did. If there's anything inaccurate or if you want to make any changes, just let us know. We'll do it for free. It's no problem. By the way, something else that we do for any contractor that replies to our outreach and corrects, either confirms or corrects the information, is we also generate what's called a local search grid report to show how your Google business profile is performing or not performing in search in your local area. Here's what we found. And then I very quickly review and show how their Google business profile sucks. It's not performing. It's not generating leads. Their competitors are getting all their leads. And then I say, if you stand by for a moment, I'm going to transition and show you kind of results that I've been able to achieve for other tree contractors that I work with. And that goes into another section of the video that is pre-recorded that just basically shows them results that I've been able to achieve for other tree contractors. Very effective. I've even figured out a way in the last few months on how to scale that to where it's not, you don't need to do a personalized, what I called a custom intro before. Like the common outro is the pitch. So let me back up for a minute, guys. If you guys understand kind of copywriting, PAS, right? Problem, agitate, solution. There's two components or two parts to the video email process. Again, 100% taught in the MasterMind in SOP format. So you have standard operating procedures on how to do this. But before I was doing a custom intro, which was me recording a personalized video to that specific prospect, and it would range from 3 to 6 minutes long. And then there's the common outro, which is the pitch part of the video, which is basically me showing case studies or examples of what I've been able to do for other tree contractors. And then at the very end, it's the pitch. Like, hey, and the pitch was book a call with me, not to try to sell them on something. Like, obviously that's what the call is for, but the pitch at the end of the video was not like, hey, go sign up here or whatever. It was like, let's just have a conversation, book a call with me. Let's see if it's a good fit for us to work together, right? So that was the custom intro, which was the problem and the agitate part of the problem, agitate, solution framework. Do you understand? The first part is like, hey, here's what we published for you. If you see anything that you need that needs to be changed or you want to add additional detail, just reply back. We'll do it for free. But this is what we do for any contractor that replied back to us and confirmed or corrected their information. And that is, and then we identify the problem, then we agitate it. That's the custom intro. Then the outro, the common outro, was the solution. Here's the problem. I'm going to agitate that problem. Then I'm going to provide you with a solution or offer a solution. Does that make sense? So that's basically the framework: problem, agitate, solution, custom intro, problem and agitate, outro, solution. However, I became the bottleneck in my own prospecting, because certainly there are times where I didn't, for months, every single day, I would spend an hour recording custom intros, and I could do probably 6 an hour on average, because like I said, it would take 4 to 6 minutes to record the custom intro, but it takes a few minutes to prepare to record the intro. So about 10 minutes per custom intro. So I could do about 6 per hour. And so I did that every day for Monday through Friday for months. And I started to build up my agency that way. But interestingly, what happened was the treecarehq.com ranked #1 for tree service directory. Should still be ranked to this day. So go check it out. Go Google tree service directory and see. And because of that, like this entire year, 2022, I haven't done a single bit of outbound prospecting. And I've gotten at least 2 leads, inbound leads per week from tree service contractors from that alone, at least minimum. So that means I don't even do any cold outbound prospecting anymore. I get tree contractors into my sales pipeline because my directory is ranked #1. Does that make sense? So again, coming back to what you were asking about, Nick, I would highly encourage you to come join the mastermind, specifically because if you, whether you end up doing the directory or not, which I encourage you to do, the video email process is part of what we do, and you can apply that whether or not you use a directory or not. I encourage you to do it because it is a very, very effective model strategy. We've got several other people in our group that have been implementing that, because again, I have a full sequence of SOPs. There's like 8 of them. It's a lot. It took me a year and a half to build it and kind of develop the strategy. And then it took me 6 months almost to build the SOPs. So there's 2 years of full work and development gone into this, and you get it all in SOP format and can be done in if you put your head down and work on it, you can get it done in a month. You can build everything that took me a year and a half to do. You can do it in a month. If you take your time to do it, which a lot of members do, it'll take you probably 6 weeks. But once you're done, I mean, now you've got an automated prospecting machine. And like I said, I figured out a way to scale the video email part of it too. I started to say that and I didn't finish that thought, which is there's another way to do it, which doesn't require a custom intro for every prospect. And I teach that too. That was the most recent SOP that I added into that sequence of SOPs was about how to scale it where it doesn't require a custom intro recorded for every prospect. So anyway, it's a long-winded answer to say, yes, the video email process is part of the mastermind on top of a lot of additional SOPs that will help you to scale your agency. So encourage you to come check it out.